Good evening. How the devil are we? Yeah, I'm here. I was just in hiding then, just in case Tyson was in. It's the third in the trilogy between these two fighters. Looking to unify two of the belts is Tyson Fury. Looking here now, he's won two. He has won two of these three fights already. We all know who should be here. We all know who was chickened out. We're just waiting for the ring walk, and that was not easy to say. Well done, Chris. And who else could play, but Tyson Fury, who else could play his own song before he starts a boxing match? And that song be a song by Neil Diamond. There is only Tyson Fury. I'm looking forward to this one. Good evening. This is Leicester Till I Die TV.
It's time! Strap yourself in, because we're set up, switched on, and ready to go.
You are watching and listening to Chris and Leicester Till I Die TV on YouTube and your favorite podcasts. Till I Die TV, your first choice for everything Leicester City. Tune in and join in now.
And now, here's your host.
Right, Chris. All right. I haven't got a boxing intro. I didn't want to use the World Cup one. That's the only one I've got. But this is Tyson versus Chisora. Fury versus Chisora. I mean, does Tyson versus Derek sound good to you?
You are watching Leicester Till I Die TV with Chris and Chums. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, it's Leicester Till I Die TV.
It is, and as with all of these, please no spoilers, because I don't know whether I'm watching is going to be in time or behind time. I'm on the Fire Stick, so I'm guessing it's behind time, but you never know. Who have you got down for winning this one? That is the question. For me, I can't see beyond Tyson Fury. I can say anybody who's got the guts to play Sweet Caroline before he comes in and him also be singing it, to me, I'm not going to argue with him. I'm just going to say, great song, mate, should be played. But look, I'm going to be joined by my co-host here, and I did start a little bit early, so it's not his fault that he's late. But I thought the ring walk was starting. Bloody hell, I can't talk. I feel like I've been hit by Mike Tyson. Let's be honest with you. Somebody here, he likes his rings. Let's bring him in and say hello to Dan. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. How are we doing? Fingers crossed I'm not echoing. Hopefully not. It's just that I'm having to be back on the phone.
No. You're not echoing at the moment at all. Oh, a little bit there. Yes, you are. Right,
I'll sort it. Can I just say, I find it a little bit funny that Derek Chisora is walking to the ring wearing a sash that supports a certain channel, that a certain social media that you will never find me on.
Really?
He's got the logo.
I might be behind because I haven't seen the ring walk. Is he walking in?
Chisora is just about to walk in. Let me sort this up.
Can't
Are
hear
we
you
back?
at all now.
No,
Yeah.
that's because I was just waiting for it to transition. But he's wearing like a
Yes.
a thing.
It's like
And
Father Christmas for perverts, isn't it?
it is. Although the colours he's gone for are a little bit humbug, but
Yeah.
I must say the promotion of OnlyFans on his jacket's a little bit weird.
It is. And can I just say, ladies and gentlemen, that other sex sites are available. Not just that one. Look, a few people have been saying to me, like, Chris, you're doing the boxing that's not nice. It's a horrible sport, etc. But just to show that, boxing, you can go to boxing. I'll just play this.
You are watching Leicester Till I Die TV with Chris and Chums. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, it's Leicester Till I Die TV.
There we go. A nice little puddy cat for you. Right, we got some comments. Joseph was in early. Sorry to keep you waiting, Joseph. You were in before we started. Come on, boys. I love a bit of bloody Tyson Fury. Don't we all? He also for WWE one time fought in WWE one time.
Yeah, Fury did. Yeah.
Yeah. Chisora to do the unthinkable, win in 6 rounds. Here we have the prediction king, Ash. Welcome in, sir. I'm going with a Fury win, TKO in round 5. But I would love to see that cocky gypsy lose, to be honest. Look, Dan versus Chris, the gloves are off. Father versus son. Do you know what? Both Dan and when I look at Tyson Fury, I didn't like him when he started. I'm not a big fan of gypsies. Having lived in sort of Burnley, we've had a few around there, and I saw the mess that he used. No, seriously, there's that pub that was on the double roundabout at Burnley.
The pub on the double roundabout.
Yes.
A bloody Tim Bobbin.
There was another one that was further up. There's actually on the roundabout itself at the top of Paddy Road. Yeah. And it shut down, and basically the gypsies took it over. And when they all left, they found half a dead horse. So, it was always cost us to keep after them. But that said, having also suffered with mental illness the way that Tyson Fury has, and the way he's come through, and the way he's dealt with it, and the way he's spoken about it and come across, I have actually got to give the guy my total admiration. Again, he's one of those, it is the hidden disease. And I would say, as someone who's been through it for the last, many years, but only probably the last 2 and a bit years that I've actually admitted it, when somebody like that comes out and says, you do see the people here on the screen, you don't know what's going on behind the mask. I know Robin Williams is the person for that. Tyson Fury, you see this confident big bugger getting into the ring, you wouldn't think he was suffering with anxiety and depression. So big up to him. I do have a lot of time for sort of Mike Tyson. Dan, which way do you see this one?
Yeah, I think it's Fury all day. He's, no matter how old he is, no matter what the situation, he goes quietly about his business. And yet, this is a bloke who, even as we know, piled on the pounds, developed a drinking habit, fell into that bad mental space, tried to top himself numerous times, and has fought back from his demons. People emulate that story of what he did, the hit that he took and then managed to pick himself up off the canvas.
Yeah.
To be able to walk out in the ring tonight, his son walking in front of him, holding his, with his belt round him.
Yeah,
for Fury now, this is massive. He's not just a champion of boxing. For what he's done with mental health and everything, he's the people's champion.
He is indeed. If you are new to this, because we have done boxing on here before, and it is, to be honest with you, it's a change to be sat here not talking World Cup for a while. And I know I just left just before Australia scored, which was a bit of a bummer, but such is life. But it's nice to be doing something different. Leicester Till I Die TV. If you are new to the channel, please do subscribe. Like I say, we don't do all football. We do a few other sports as well. I am thinking of doing watch-alongs for some golf and Crown Queen bowling, but we'll probably leave that till next summer. And if you are already new, please smash the likes, because it really does help with the video. And of course, to my colleague as well, is also on OnlyFans. But where else can they find you, Dan?
You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. YouTube predominantly is where we're trying to grow. So yeah, Turf Morehouse is the link you need to go to, or Turf Morehouse TV, however you want to see it. And thank you for having me, Chris.
No problem. All you have to do, because Dan is a regular, he's also a mod on my channel, so his link is always in every single YouTube video I do. His link is down there, so just go on there and click on it. Tail of the tape, just as Tyson Fury is about to walk down. I mean, age, there's not much to choose between them. 4 years younger is old Tyson. Fight, 12 more for Chisora, but he's lost 12.
He has indeed. I must just say, while you were talking, I muted myself so I could listen to what song he's come out to, and he's come out to "It's Coming Home."
Well, it was before he came on. They were playing "Sweet Caroline," to which the whole stadium was singing, but it was his version that he had sung. Now, did you ever think you would see a heavyweight boxer singing a Neil Diamond song?
No, definitely not. Definitely not. Especially when I've heard Kate singing it, and she sings the Shaggy version, as I like to call it, because she always thought it was called "Sweet Carolina," and it was. Well, didn't think it was called "Sweet Carolina," but every time she sang it, she sang "Sweet Carolina."
Oh,
every time she's going "Sweet Carolina," I'm going, "My love, oh my love, oh Carolina."
Talking of said woman, a bit late to the party. We're not about our North Valley pub in Colne. No, I can't ever recall a pub in the. No, it wasn't in the middle of the roundabout. You know where you come off at Junction 10. Sad that I even remember the junction, and you'd turn left to go down Padiham Road, and then there's a left first, but then the second left was Padiham Road, and then there was like a right that would go down towards the back of Road.
Yes, there was a pub there, but it has been demolished.
Yes, yeah, and it wasn't there when I left, but half the horse that the Jippos left was.
It's not the horse that they've hung outside in the middle of Padiham, is it, to get the use out of it?
Probably. Kate says she sings it that way on purpose, of course. Ash says, I agree, Chris. At the beginning, I hated Fury, but it's turned my opinion around. That first fight versus Wilder was like Rocky getting up, but I do like a shock why I've got the ripple clamps attached. Yeah, that's what nipple, not ripple, nipple.
He's got the nippon clamps on.
Have you borrowed those off Dan? Have you? And then he says he's coming into "It's Coming Home." But yeah, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of "It's Coming Home." I've got to say.
Coming home, it's coming home, it's coming. Football's coming home, it's coming home, it's coming home, it's coming. Football's coming home.
Anyway, let's get back to the tail of the tape. So, I mean, 32 wins in 33 fights for Tyson Fury. You got to give him credit, haven't you? He knows where to hit you.
He does indeed. No losses there as well. 0 losses. This is a bloke who does not want to let his legacy go to waste. No. So, he's beaten Chisora twice as well. Yeah. So you'd like to say that this fight is in the bag. But never say never. This is boxing. All it takes is you to let your guard down, let your guard slip once, and it can cost you dearly in this game. But you'd like to say that Fury has this all over the park, and this could be over very, very early, in my opinion.
It could be. We could be in bed for 10. Not together.
We could indeed.
To add
For a change.
Yeah, he's over a stone heavier. There's only a couple of inches in the height, but then again, we all know a couple of inches can make all the difference. He's got the lot longer reach. They're both orthodox. We all know who should be in that ring with him, though, don't we?
Yeah. It's if there is going to be any British affair, it has to be Fury Joshua.
Yeah. Oh, hang on, I've lost you. I thought I could do.
Yeah.
Let's do it like that, shall we?
Yeah. So we've got. It should be Fury Joshua. However, it is a little strange because Fury's coming to this. He's been quiet. Usually, he's quite loud in his camps. He's out there and he's winding the opposition up. But the only thing I've heard from him is in the past week when he said, "Come on, let's just stand in the ring and kick 10 bells of effing shit out of each other." Let's do it. But in boxing, we all know full well there's a game plan. It's not just going to be a case of you punch me, I punch you, you punch me, I punch you, and see who drops first.
Yeah. Let's have a look here. Nate is in. It's been ages, Nate. How are you doing? America, unlucky, mate. Did well earlier. If teams like America and Australia had a decent goal scorer, then who knows what they could actually manage. I don't know how that first fight was a draw. He outboxed Wilder for the whole fight, except one punch. Really, literally came back from the dead and allowed him some more. We move up when I do that. That's handy. If Fury wins, England win tomorrow night, says Saint. Scott saying hello to Kate. Fury has an 11-inch reach over him. As Saint says, the joke that I did 5 minutes ago, the only time inches count. I don't know. Well, ask Kate. She's the only one that can answer that, really. Looking forward to this one. But Josh, you were running scared?
Yeah. I mean, it depends what sort of camp you back. If you're a Tyson Fury fan, a lot of you will say that Fury laid the cards on the table. Joshua didn't sign it. To be fair, Joshua did come out and do that video and said, "I'm having my lawyers look through it." Fury then allowed him an extra couple of days. Joshua still didn't sort his shit out. But then we don't know what happens in boxing. There's a lot of this. Have my lawyers look over it. Let's look for it. To be fair, keep the boxers out of it. Keep Fury out of it. Keep Joshua out of it. Let Frank Warren and let flaming cash cow Eddie Hearn sit in a room and thrash out a deal. That way, shake hands. It's done. Bob's your teapot. Yeah. That said, this should be pretty much like to be fair, Scott, it hasn't shown us camera on the camera.
He is.
He is.
Is he the guy who's got all the other?
Yeah, he's the one that wants he wants the lineal belt off Tyson Fury. He wants that lineal.
Yeah. WBA, IBF, and WBO champion Usyk will be ringside.
Usyk.
So Tyson Fury defends his WBC heavyweight title against Chisora. Chisora, massive underdog, as Fury aims to secure undisputed heavyweight fight with him. So I presume that Chisora is putting his belt on the line as well. Has he got a belt, Chisora? Yes, he has, hasn't he?
I'm not sure. I think so. If he has, it'll probably go well with his jeans.
Yes. I don't know, because he has come in like a very perverted Father Christmas, hasn't he?
I've just seen it. I've just seen the camera angle now where Alexander Usyk is ringside. I have just seen it now, Alexander Usyk. So yes, Scott is ringside.
And I still can't believe, I can't get used to saying this, a spectacular rendition of God Save the King. And Lennon Jr. is introducing the fighters.
Yeah, I think Lennox Lewis was sat at the side of Alexander Usyk as well.
He is on the stream that I have paid vast amounts of monies to watch. he is commentating on that. Yeah, I'd like to see that as well. Nate. They said they go toe for toe from round one. Let's see, a good old fashioned punch up. I mean, that was the problem with the other Tyson, Mike Tyson. You know, you'd stay up till 2 a.m. and it'd be over in one round. You know, I think you're right there, Joseph. Fury to win. Oh, they're bringing them in. Are you streaming it or watching it on paid TV? That's a very naughty question to ask. Of course, I'm watching it on paid TV.
It's on a paid stream.
Love to see if Usyk has the bottle to step into the ring after the fight. I'd like to see what Tyson does.
It might be an American stream because it's a UN paid stream. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
You get what I mean? UN paid.
Well, the United Nations are very, 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 very good sponsors of boxing, aren't they?
They are, although they did get outboxed earlier. So
yes. Anyway, here we go. Looking forward to this.
I'm already a minute into the first round.
Oh, fuck off! Seriously.
I'm at what it says 152 at the bottom of mine. 51, 50, 49.
I haven't even got a clock up yet. I'm on 247.
It's been a while since you had one of them. Oh, clock.
Yeah.
I did hear the yell in the end.
Yes. Let's have a look at that one. Well, if I can, absolutely anybody in the chat, please no spoilers. Because it is an instant kick out, and I would ask Dan if he doesn't mind, because he is in advance. I don't know if you can pause yours at all. Can you?
I am watching on a UN paid stream. However, it's
fine. All I would then ask, please, is
I am playing it through the Xbox, so I can't really.
No. That is it. All I would say is then, please, sort of, if you don't mind keeping stum until it catches up with me.
I will. Okay. What I might do is, if it does happen, put myself on mute until you ask me a question, and if it happens,
just to say, I've just had a play around, and I really enjoyed it. I'm on 124.
There's 30 seconds left of the first round in mine.
Yeah, I will need you to keep quiet. Good
luck with that. Good luck with that, you arsehole. Good luck trying to keep me quiet.
I have the mute button. And of course, if that fails, I must admit, I am looking at this and I'm thinking, all right, I know it's the heavyweight division and what have you, but I am thinking like, they're looking a bit chubby. And I should say that. Look at me, you know, but
I think Chisora's probably give himself a lot more prep for this. Fury, as I say, he's just going into this. He's just boxing because boxing's in his blood.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. He's got a really good training, a really good trainer and training camp with Sugar Hill. Yeah. I just think that Fury thinks. You just don't want to look at Fury. I dare say it. Fury looks like he's come into this barely trained, thinking, "Well, no matter what I do, it turns to gold."
Yeah.
That could be his downfall.
Nippon is in. Big up, Nippon. No, I wasn't going to say I had some trouble with somebody that was in a previous football chat, and we always say it at the start of a watch along. Please keep quiet. By all means, ask what minute we're on. It isn't a problem at all. I didn't even see that, to be honest with you. But certain people do have a habit of giving spoilers, which basically just ruins it. Where on earth are you from? I don't know what you're on about there, Nippon.
We're from England. Where on earth are you from? Did Kate put the kettle on? She did indeed, and she's actually made a decent brew.
Goal for Argentina. Sash. Bugger off, Ash. He's 3 seconds behind you. Oh, look over your shoulder, Dan.
He's behind you. Oh, no, he isn't.
Oh, stop making a
It's just said that the pub, Chris, got demolished in 2010.
Ah. So it might have been after. No, it would have been after. It was closed. I think it was closed down before it was demolished.
I'm going to say, how long were you in Burnley for? What year did you leave?
Or
decide that you'd had enough?
I've been about 15 years. Can I just say, looking at Tyson Fury here, again, a heavyweight boxer in red shoes wouldn't put the fear of God into me. But I got to say, looking at this, Chisora looks the more sort of fit for it. Ooh.
Yeah, I think that's another thing. Like I say, Fury said that he's retired.
Oh yeah. He's caught him a couple of times.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like Fury retired. He then said, "Oh, I'll come back for a fight against Joshua." That didn't happen. Then he started talking about these YouTubers in Jake Paul bull crap. And Chisora wanted a fight with Fury.
Yeah.
However,
I mean, that's why I like Lennox Lewis. He said, "Right, I'm going to retire," and he retired.
Yeah, I don't like these boxers that come out and do this. What is it? These boxing matches that are like, there's no winner. I forgot what the word is. Exhibition, is it? Exhibition. That's it.
Yeah. And just to be honest with you, it's embarrassing watching some of them get into the ring. But surely, I mean, Tyson, he's got to consider now. Sort of, people are just going to go, "Yeah, you're retiring. Okay, so what?"
It's like Ricky Hatton all over, isn't it? It's like Ricky Hatton all over. He's still trying to knock about the scene. He had his chance. Yes. He's had his chance. He had his heyday.
Chisora's going for it. Chisora is really, really going for it. And Tyson's holding on. He's not wanting to box at the moment, Tyson Fury. He's holding on to him. Sure, I'm surprised the ref... Well, I'm not surprised the ref didn't get between them, but I'm surprised he didn't try to break it up. Nate says you don't like Merriweather versus Logan Paul, Dan. Fight of the century.
I'm fed up of seeing the YouTubers coming into boxing thinking that boxing's a walk in the park and they can just take the piss.
Yeah. I could say, I don't know about you. I've got these first... Oh, I don't know. Tyson's coming back now. Tyson is coming back. Welcome along, Ant.
To be fair, Chris, obviously I'm not going to break it to you. Obviously, on my screen the round has ended, but I totally get what you mean. Fury does have a bit of a late onslaught in that one.
Yeah,
I do have to say though, I do give the first round probably to Chisora, but the second round probably goes to Fury. However, I can hear myself echoing. So have you got me playing on a different one, or is it feedback?
No, I think it's feedback. I've only got you. Bloody hell, mate! Once of you is enough.
But can you hear yourself though?
No.
Right, I don't get it then.
I would give that to Chisora that second round only because
really,
yeah, he was the more wanting to fight. Tyson was just holding on to him, and it bugs me. You want to come out, you want to fight, then come out and fight. Don't come out and have a hug. That's what Doug does.
Please do, people. Remember, he's also a mod on the channel, so check out the Hug Out Football channel.
He doesn't mind having said that. He's never looked sort of like he's got a 12-pack, Tyson, but
no, he never has.
Chisora is the one that is impressed me in those first two rounds. We should have been marking it, shouldn't we, really, just to see how wrong we are. Now it's that. This is better from Tyson. Still don't like those red shoes. It looks like he got a pair of bloody slippers on, for God's sake. Who was it?
What time you on round 3 now? Chris?
2:30, just gone past 2:30. Time for the dentist.
I'm just coming up to 1:30, so
Yeah, about a minute ahead.
Although it's crashing like no tomorrow.
I'm not saying a word because I'm not at the moment. So Ant is in. What do you say? One-sided. And I'd be interested in who you think that is too. Tactics from Fury just trying to wear Chisora down, says Scott. And everybody's saying hello to each other. Oh, and yeah, this is Tyson's round so far. I've got to say.
Where are you at now, Chris, time-wise? Because it's changed the feed.
139, 136.
All right, okay, yeah, I'm at 55.
Yeah. Oh, I'm getting a little bit closer to you then.
You are?
Yeah.
If you ever fancy moving back to Burnley, there's always a bed for you.
Who's in it, though?
Me.
Definitely not coming back then. Chisora's coming back in this round. Chisora there lets a couple fly. And Tyson goes back to holding on. He's holding on again. Pulls his trunks up, which is probably a good thing. Now he's coming back. I'm not looking at this and thinking I'm watching two heavyweights in their prime. I'm going to be honest with you.
No, we're not. We're not. We're watching two blokes fight out for a payday, basically.
To be honest with you, you could have saved a fortune to get this most nights down Burnley, don't you?
You see this sort of shit just on your way into town, let alone actually being out.
Oh, and they're all down. They're all down. Tyson Fury.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what happened there. It was almost like both of them crumbled a little bit.
Yeah, I think Tyson was leaning on him that much. He just leaned on him over. I mean, the referee, good bless him, actually managed to pick Chisora up. Jesus, I'd have done me back in. But it wasn't a knockdown. It was they just fell into each. Well, Tyson fell into Chisora, but he's got him in the corner again.
I think it's end of round. I think
it is end of round for me. Yes, it is. That one, possibly give it to Tyson.
Yeah, I'd say so.
So I'm going to keep a note of these. So, Chisora. Oh, sorry.
However, you've gone Chisora for the first two, and then Fury. I went Chisora the first, and Tyson in the last two.
You went. What am I doing here? Chris, Dan. Right. So the first two, I went Chisora, and then I went Fury, and you went Chisora, and then Fury.
Yeah.
This is a 38-year-old wanting a payday. Who's going to get KO in a minute? Fury is this very, very soon. I don't know. I mean, it's a bit like watching Fury is a bit like watching Germany. They've got the potential, but they're just not, at the moment, not impressing me.
No, but Fury's done that over the years, hasn't he? He's not. That's the thing about being an orthodox boxer, that his game his stance and his gameplay in boxing. It's quite standoffish, but when it comes to getting that onslaught of punches in, he absolutely murders you.
Oh, you can imagine it would. He'll just catch him with one, and then he'll absolutely pummel him. At the moment, oh no, he had him in the corner. Chisora had Fury in the corner. Saint says in slow motion, you see the fat of Fury wobbling.
Oh, just a bit. To be fair, I don't even think you need slow-mo. Like he's got a pair of tits on his back.
As the saying goes, we wish you a wobbling Merry Christmas. Oh, that was wobbling.
Don't tell him to his face that he's got a pair of tits on his back. I'll tell you that.
Well, you wouldn't be behind him, but it'd still be risky. Scott says...
Chisora playing a lot of body shots, I've noticed as well. He's sort of tending to Fury's body quite a bit.
Yeah. Dan versus Brad in a tick match, says Scott. TIC. I don't know. I don't.
Table, ladders, and chairs match. That's what I'm guessing for.
What the hell's one of those?
Basically, you can use tables, ladders, and chairs to beat the crap out of each other.
Suppose the clue's in the title, really, isn't it?
Yeah, just a tad.
This is a tight round. I'm on 48.
I've just gone to the end of the round.
So you've opened up a gap again.
I have. And I'm surprised I've not took advantage of it. However, I have. I wouldn't know how to call this round. To be fair,
no, I'm going to call it a draw.
Can you choose draw?
Yeah, that's an option because they can go 9 points each, can't they? So
you know what? Yeah, right. Yeah, I'll go with. I'm going. In fact, no. I'm going to say based on body shots, I'm going to give it to Chisora.
Okay. I do like a man who's very decisive and sticks to it. Ash has got this 4-0 to Fury after 4 rounds.
Fury's getting the headshots. That's the thing. Fury is getting the headshots. Chisora is working the body, but not really
I think
being able to pummel him.
At the moment, if you saw this, yes, we are watching the same fight, Ash. It's called opinions. That's same as football. If either of them were to win at this point, you'd say, well, fair enough. Nobody's really sort of, well, Ash thinks so, but I don't think anybody's really sort of, gone way ahead on this.
No. Although you'll soon see, I think Fury's got Chisora wobbling a little bit.
Right, we're into round 5.
Have you only just started round 5?
Yeah.
Right, I've just hit 2 minutes left of round 5.
Yeah, you're about that 40 seconds ahead. So, yes, Tyson, he did get Chisora wobbling in the corner. What's Chisora got to come back?
I know how Chisora feels. I've had a little wobble in the corner every now and again.
We know what you do in the corner. Dan is in. Hello, Dan. How the devil are you? Welcome along. Fury for sure is knackering him out. Sorry, Kate. Knackering him out, I think. Well, if it's Dan, he's getting hit in the knackers, isn't he?
I feel like I've been punched in the nads by Tyson Fury, I can tell you that. I've got one testicle that looks like a speed bag and one that looks like a punch bag.
All right, let's see. Come on. Let's see some action. Oh, and I get it from Tyson Fury. So
It's what you wanted, wasn't it, Chris? It's what the people want. The zip's come undone.
I don't know which people would want that.
No, not even Kate wants that. Kate would probably look at me and go, "Oh, you're getting ready for bed? Good, I'm knackered. Let's go up."
I don't know what I said, Doug. I'm trying to watch a boxing match here, so I could have said anything. You've probably coming up to the end. I've got a minute to go.
I've just come up to the end of that round, Chris, to be fair.
I've got 45 to go. Don't tell me when you got to the end now, because obviously if you got to the end, then I know there's not been anything happening in the last 45 seconds.
Right, I will keep stum. I do apologise.
Oh! I don't know whether he was very cleverly dancing back there, Chisora, or Tyson caught him. Tyson, I think, can smell blood.
Why is Chisora on his period? Come on, Fury. Get up, you big dosser.
And there we go.
Let's get ready to rumble!
So that round, I'm giving it to Tyson Fury.
Yeah, I'd have to say Fury in that one as well.
Yeah. Oh, he landed some good headshots there. Oh, I called you dandy, dog. I've called you worse when you've not been here. Although having said that, I apologise. That is a bit of an insult.
How rude!
How rude! And seeing as Kate's in, let's just play this for Kate here.
You are watching Leicester Till I Die TV with Chris and Chums. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, it's Leicester Till I Die TV.
Just in case you were expecting a cat fight. Come on. Come on. Oh, Fury. Fury is going for it there. You had him on the ropes. He's hanging on a bit now, Chisora, already. He's holding him. Is he holding on? He might just be holding on. This. No, he's boxing back. Not sure who's got hold of who there. He looks a little bit like he's not sure where he is, Chisora.
No, it does look like almost like I've taken this fight and I just want it over with now.
Fury is slowly getting on top now.
I mean, I'm all for being a lover and not a fighter, but he's going a bit too slow at getting on top. I'm not interested in it anymore.
It's not like you to be choosy.
Since when has a ginger ever been choosy? A ginger should be happy he's getting it.
Yeah. So touching gloves and we're up to round 6 of 12. Unless somebody does something spectacular, this will go all the way and no knockdown.
I mean, where are you in round 6?
130.
Oh, I've just come up to 40 seconds left.
I think Chisora seems to be making harder work of this. I think the fact that Tyson's got the height and the arm length advantage, he can just stand back and almost pick Chisora off as he wants him.
Yeah. No, I do agree.
Oh, right hand there from Chisora, but it was totally an air punch. Chisora with a late surge here in the 6th.
I must say, Chris, Chisora looked knackered.
Yeah. Oh, caught him on the face on there, Tyson. Oh, and that's the end of round 6. Fury for me for that one.
Yeah, I'd have to say Fury for that one as well. I've just got underway for round 7.
Are you being sexist, thinking I don't know my stuff because I'm a girl? Well, I never said that at all. I just put a nice little thing up for you.
Just be careful, Chris. Even I've not managed to go 12 rounds with Kate yet. I don't get past the first.
What day of the month are we on? Oh yes, the 2nd. No, the 3rd. We're on the 3rd.
Third, yeah.
I'm a bit late. Just a joke. I know it's just a joke, Kate. I know you. Well, I don't. That's the problem. That's it. I just presume what you're saying is a joke, then I don't get hurt. You know what I mean? Nate said he predicted an 8th round KO. It could happen. It could. We're into the round 7. 7 of 12. It's gone very quickly. And it's not exactly been eventful so far, Dan.
No, like I say, Chisora's probably been a little bit playing it safe, trying to go for the body shots on Fury. It's just not going to work. You know, Fury's the sort of guy who would like to try and kill it off with those big punches to the head. But then, yet again, with Chisora keeping himself low and aiming low for the body of Fury, it gives Fury a bit of a disadvantage because Fury has to reach low instead of reach high.
Yeah. He's certainly going for the body shots, but like you say, he's only half the height virtually. Oh, now he's going for it. Chisora. Tell you what, this is the most action they've seen at the Tottenham Stadium since it was built.
It's the first time they'll see a title being won anyway.
Oh, I like it, mate. That's the second best one you've come up with since I've known you. You know? Oh dear. Man, having said that, I mean, both of them looked knackered when they just walked into the ring. I mean, it was a lot.
Yeah.
In fairness, you know what I mean?
What if Fury does get beat? What's he going to blame it on? I'd love to know what he'd try and blame it on, because is he going to blame it on the fact that he had, I don't know, it looked like 16 bloody dressing gowns on over his actual boxing robe?
Probably blame it on the fact that he's been made to wear red shoes. There's still a lot of holding going on here. We want to see more boxing. Just tries to get him. Oh, well, they both got some headshots in there while they were holding.
Even Usyk's getting jobs done by just signing people's autographs instead of actually watching the boxing. He's like, this is a sack of shit. I could beat any of these with my eyes closed.
Do you think a fit Joshua, and he said he was, you know, he wasn't fit to fight, a fit Joshua would beat Tyson on this form?
It goes back to what I said at the beginning. I think if it was Fury against Joshua, Fury would have an intense training camp, would really go all out to really, you know, try and pummel Joshua in an all-out British heavyweight.
Is that round 7?
I'm going to call that one Fury again, I think. Fury's playing it a little bit safe for me as well, though. Now he is going to sometimes try and hug it out with Chisora. I'm not sure whether that's because he may be feeling the knock-on effects of the body shots.
I'm going to go for a draw on that one. You haven't gone for a draw yet. Oh, you can see, yes, so when he gets hit, you can certainly see the wobble, Ash. You are quite right.
I can see it's a pair of tits on his back, isn't it?
Yeah, you can see. I mean, you can see his builder's bottom, really, Fury, can't you?
Oh, yeah.
Although, having said that, he's got some Vaseline all over his face, Fury. Chisora. But, yeah, there was a bit of the old Fury wobble there. Oh, he's come out now. He's come out. He's going for this one, is he, Fury? He's come out. I'd say he's come out fighting. Of course, he bloody has. It's a boxing match. But you know what I mean? He's come out with intent. He's come out with intent, which is a pain in the arse because it's taking up most of the ring.
I must say, Chris, there's some good punches going in this round.
Yeah. You missed that one, didn't you?
No, I heard it. It just weren't funny.
Oh, goodbye. Right, come on. They're hugging again. I mean, it's a close call thing to say that when they start sort of holding on to each other, A, they're obviously trying to get a quick break and get some air back in the lungs. But B, it can also be that they're just not up to the fight.
No, like I say, for me, I don't think Fury has done much of an intense training camp. And a proper training camp for Fury, he would absolutely smash Chisora.
Well, that's his fault if he hasn't done.
Yeah. Again, sometimes you can undermine a person, can't you? Yeah. You think, I beat him twice. I don't really have to do all the donkey work. And if you beat him again, fair enough. But don't undermine your opponent. If anything, you're disrespecting your own sport.
Yes. Yeah. It's like putting out a reserve 11 in an FA Cup, isn't it, against the lower league team?
It is. I can see this going all the way, you know.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's a good job it's not sponsored by Virgin then.
No, although there's quite a few of them paying for Chisora's sponsor OnlyFans just to see what a fanny looks like.
This is true. Ooh. It's a tight one to call this. Got to be honest with you, probably the best round so far.
Yeah, back-to-back punches. Yes, they've had the odd cuddle, but there is back-to-back punches in that one.
Wait a minute, I've still got 30 to go. Wibble wobble, wibble wobble, wibble wobble.
Chisora's mouth's bleeding. You'll see it when it goes to the rounder and he's sat down. He spits into the
just
bucket.
Just something out over the crowd. So whoever sat on that first row is covered in his blood now. There we go. Oh, they touched gloves at the end. A bit of respect for each other. That's a tight one for me to call. Who are you going to go for that one?
I'm going to go Fury again. I think he's connected a lot more with some of his head shots. And that's the only reason why he probably takes that round for me. Chisora has got a big task. Big task ahead of him.
I think, yeah, I'm just going to go and just say just slightly further. Chisora gave a good account of himself. It could have gone either way, but I'll probably just seeing a few headshots here on the replay. Naz is in. Hello there. How are you?
How are we doing, Naz? Mr. Castro, hope you're well.
Yeah. Colonel, have you both paid the exorbitant fee for the fight? Of course we have. How dare you think that we haven't? Josh is in from the old Twitcher. And we're on to round 9. We're watching it. We're not streaming it on the screen, no, but we are watching it via a method. Let's just put it that way. Round 9, 12 rounds. I mean, I've seen heavyweight fights that have sort of had more than that. Are you surprised it's only 12?
Yeah. That said, though, we're starting to see complacency from both competitors. A lot of hugging it out, trying to just catch their breath. And it's one of those. It's one of those where this could go all the way, or all it takes is one killer punch. But that's just, I suppose, in a way, that's the Michael Owen comment of boxing, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, and it's got to be finished early because of where the stadium is. That's why we had the ring walk so early, anyway. So maybe that's why they've kept it down to 12.
How annoyed would you be, Chris, if at the end of the fight, after 12 rounds, on the scorecard they call it a draw? I'd find it funny because then even in the Spurs stadium, we're still not in a title.
Somebody said earlier that if it's a draw, then it will be there could be a fourth fight.
I don't want no. Nobody wanted this third fight.
No. Anthony is in. Big up, Chris and Dan. I didn't know you loved your boxing, Anthony. I did not know that. But Fury will wins hand down. He got this fight because nobody was free to fight him. I think that's the only reason Chisora stepped in, and obviously the old money. Oh, swing there, but yeah. I mean, we all know it should be Joshua, but he chickened out. Not sure he was injured. What do you think, Dan?
No, I think he's chickened out. I think he's backed out quite a bit. For me, Joshua's career's got stagnated. Yeah. I think he's with the wrong people.
Can't remember the last time he fought.
No, he got beat, then fought somebody again, didn't he? And won. And then I think he got beat again. Not long after that, and Fury's like, "You're not even worth my time. What's the point?"
I think he wanted to fight Fury, though, didn't he? And it's the fight. Let's be honest with you, it's the fight everybody wants to see.
Like, I don't understand it. I don't get why these fighters who are paid, strong, trained athletes in this profession, why aren't they willing to put themselves on the line? I mean, that's why I tip my hat to people like.
And that round is over. Sorry, Dan, just to interrupt. Right. I'm going Fury for that one.
Yeah, put me down for Fury as well. But as I was, go on. Sorry.
I'm going to say, do you think at this point now, Fury? I mean, you had Chisora winning the fourth. I had Chisora with a draw and a possible draw in the seventh. And it's all been Fury. Or should the referee be stepping in and ending this?
No, I think depending on Chisora, he's starting to wobble a little bit. I think he'll now be keeping his eye on the fact that he knows if he can get through, another 6 minutes, and see where he's at, see what the scorecard says. But again, I think Chisora needs to change his game because clearly the body shots after 10 rounds aren't working.
Yeah.
And if you've got an orthodox stance, then you should be, quite easy enough and eligible enough to be able to change your game. And he's not.
Here we go, round 10, just starting for me. You've got to look at it and go, well, after 10 rounds, if what I'm doing isn't working, I need to try something else.
Yeah.
But...
Come on, Chisora, play a 4-4-2.
He's got Brendan Rodgers in his corner. That's why he's not changing things around. He's actually putting up a bit of a fight now, Chisora. If anyone's watching, by the way, I have got this on full screen, so I can't see your comments, but do feel free to carry on commenting between each other. But I just don't want to sort of risk seeing anything that I shouldn't. His problem is he's throwing a lot of punches, Chisora, but he's not connecting with that many.
No, that'll cost him.
Kicking off there for Tyson from the referee. A little bit of a wagged finger there. It was a bit of a late punch as they were breaking. Prepare for those low punches as well. Chisora, I know you only 4 foot nothing, but you've got to keep those punches high.
You have indeed.
I'm going to be honest with you, this is not the best boxing exhibition that I've seen, or a boxing fight I've seen. Do you remember that Amir Khan that we did? I think it was the first one we did. I think he was on your channel.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Awful. It was his last fight, I think. Yeah,
he called it a day after that, didn't
he? He'd come out the jungle. But let's be honest, the money you can get for one fight, it sets you up. It would set you and me up for life.
Oh, easy.
So I suppose they look at it and think, like, do I need that extra money? But I mean, how many more caravans can Tyson buy with this and all? Just think of all that lucky heather that he can buy. I say that in the knowledge that he isn't anywhere near me. And if he isn't, if any of these people are living in, I do live in Burnley.
Keep your eyes peeled, Chris.
Yeah, just when we get to Burnley, just ask for Dan Morehouse. It's over. It's over. He stopped it. Oh, I just said then, should he have stepped in? Tyson Fury goes over, puts his arm around him, kisses him. Usyk looks particularly. Oh, he winks at the camera, does Usyk? I think he's looking at this thinking, like, bring it on. Surely that's going to be the last fight between them. They're showing each other a lot of respect.
I think they've always had respect for each other as well, to be honest.
I mean, Fury, got to be said, big up to Fury. The first thing he did, he didn't even go back to his corner. He walked straight over to Chisora's corner, put his arm around him, and kissed. I mean, his eyes, is it bleeding? He's bleeding from a cut under his eye. His eye looks really blown up, doesn't it? It's, you got to say, from the two fighters, I mean, Tyson Fury, fair respect, everything I've said. I mean, I know I'm the last one to say he can't box. I wouldn't say that to his face, but he's not got a cut on him.
No. No, I'll tell you another thing that's nice. You know, the fact that with this being held in England, you know, he's been able to bring his kids along and get his kids involved in it as well.
Yes, yeah. Let's just catch up with a few more comments.
Usyk wouldn't look out of place in Tottenham either. I've been to Tottenham, and trust me, there's a few steadhead Russians or, you know, people like Usyk that are in and around White Hart Lane. Let me tell you.
Yeah. Let's have a look. Let's just go. So we were here. Team Fury said that, Naz. Please, not worth mentioning that glass cannon, AJ.
Yeah.
Hasn't he lost to Usyk twice? Says Nate. I think he presumably means AJ, does he?
Must be, because I don't think Fury and him have fought professionally.
Yeah. If this was fought at Turf Moor, we'd see no punches. It would be cancelled due to lack of competition. Colonel, nobody else was willing to fight him. It says the Stockport United fan. Nobody else was willing to fight him, but he could have fought Andy Ruiz, who called him out, Joe Joyce, or wait for Usyk. Got beat by Andy. Oh, they're all talking to each other, then lost Usyk. You've really got it in for Burnley, haven't you? At St. with the City. Can I just say, new rules now on this channel? If anybody comes in and says they support United, they will be called out as Stockport United or Cambridge United fans, because I think the fact that you say you think you're the only United in the country, to be honest with you, mate, it's a little bit what's the word I'm looking for? What word am I looking for, Dan?
A little bit tongue in cheek, maybe.
No. Big-headed, maybe.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, you can't really say United when you're just a team full of egos.
Yeah. Well, you know, especially when you play one of your players walks off 10 minutes before the end and smashes a mobile phone. Dan, would you fight Fury for 1 million? I would. I'd let him knock me out in the first round with the first punch and then get out. I'm not being
funny. If I said yes, I think Fury would laugh in my face and say, you know what? For having the balls to even say yes, I'm not going to fight you because I'd put you 10 feet under, but here's $1 million. So, yeah, I'd still say yeah, just for the fact that I think Tyson Fury would be a man of his word and say, you know what? You've got balls.
Yes. No, he hasn't got what's he got around his neck? Wilder. He's got a medal around his neck.
Yeah, so Tyson Fury is the winner by technical knockout.
TKO.
He retains his world heavyweight title.
No, Anthony actually had a fight with his own punch bag today. Is that what you call it? Daniel needs to be.
It's a punch bag to wear. It's a ball bag to everybody else.
She's probably being polite. Oh, they're all going off about fighting.
I mean, it is a boxing stream, Chris. Can you blame them?
No, exactly. No, but they're on about fighting each other and YouTube fights and what have you. They're all trying to wind everybody up. The problem is you're not going to wind anybody up if I don't put the comments up.
They're trying to get me and you to fight, Chris. That's what they want.
Yeah.
That's what they've. None of this KSR bollocks. They want.
Yeah, or CSI for that matter. What a scam! Was it a scam? I mean, it went to the 10th round, didn't it?
I'd take Jake Paul. Pussy.
I don't think
it did go to the 10th round.
Yeah, that's what boxing is. Yeah, lasted a hell of a lot longer than a lot of my Tyson fights. I stayed up late to watch. Now says I feel I'm very feel in the audience watching the fight. What happened? That he was down in the trenches with his fellow Ukrainians. Okay.
Oh, regarding Usyk, I think. Just waiting for Fury to say the usual.
What, he's going to retire?
I'd like to thank my Lord and Saviour, Jesus Christ. We can all go on tonight.
Yeah, you say 99% of people understand it's Manchester United. Well, the only reason people outside of Manchester understand that because all the fans don't live in Manchester, so that's why I think that. But in
fact, just out of interest, Ash, where do you live?
Romania. He is actually in Romania. I bet you were going to have Fury versus Deontay.
No.
Wilder 4. Fury was just too much to handle. I feel I'm very feel. No, okay. Chris, I feel I'm very feel. That's Usyk, bud. Obviously, I'm missing something on that one. John's in. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good day. Bit of a late arrival.
Third loss of his career to Tyson Fury for Chisora as well. Let's not doubt that.
Is he going to retire? Is that what he's saying? God knows. Or is he singing Sweet Caroline? I'm not sure which, if I'm honest.
At the minute, he ain't singing out on man. They both stood toe to toe, talking to a camera.
It's almost too friendly.
What I'll do is I'll mute my mic and just turn it up and see what they're saying.
Yeah. It's almost too friendly. It's got to be the last one between these guys, though. I really do think so. Okay, Nate. He had an interview when he won the title, and Usyk said, I'm very feel. Okay. Obviously, I didn't see that interview. I was born in London, says Ash. Dad was in the army. Respect, mate. Moved every 2 years as a kid, and that's the downside. Watched United versus South China in 2000 and something.
Chris, just to break off, the commentator said, what about Usyk? Fury ripped the microphone out of her hand, walks over to the corner of the ring. Usyk jumps from his feet, jumps up to the side of the ring, and they both squaring each other in the eye. And Fury's saying, come on then, me and you next, brother. Come on, you pussy.
Oh, hang on. I'm just coming up to that bit.
I'll tell you something. I know you're probably listening to it, Chris, and on mute, but he's called out Usyk and says if that Usyk doesn't want it, Joe Joyce, me and you at Wembley. Will Fury actually ever properly retire? Is he? What's everyone in the chat think of that? Because to be honest, Fury says he was going to call it a day, see out the rest of his days in Morecambe, watching Manchester United, and now he's calling other fighters out. I'm sure Paris will say you're a dick when it comes to being back in the old dressing room.
To be totally honest with you, Ash doesn't say much that it makes a lot of sense, but sorry, Ash. But no, I've got to agree with him here. Yeah, it's become WWE. He's now shaking hands with him. He's called him Gappy Teeth, and now he's shaking hands with him. Who's the other boxer next to him?
Joe Joyce.
Oh, okay.
He's the one who said. He's just said to him, if this big stiff idiot doesn't want it, then me and you at Wembley. He said, I called you out. His words were, I called you out, and nobody wanted to face you.
I just think it was a joke. That was just, Gappy Teeth. Good God. Are they 6 years old and in the playground or what? I just no. Come on. It is. You are quite right. That is. If I had a prize for comment of the day, Ash, you would get it for that. It has become WWE. It is. But then again, I suppose if you go back to Ali, fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee, and all that. I suppose it happened back then as well. But looking at him against Usyk, Usyk, he wasn't backing off. He did take a mobile phone call in the middle of it all, in fairness. I didn't know he's picked his phone up. But, you got to... he looked like he was nothing, Usyk. He looked like he could be blown over with a fart. But do you reckon it'll happen?
Nah. If it does, it does. I'm just more concerned about the noises I'm hearing from my next door neighbour again. No loud music this time, although the silly cow's drilling.
As you do at 10:25 on a Saturday evening.
Well, usually she's getting drilled by something else and not actually doing DIY.
Now, Scott says there he thinks Fury is brewing for a final fight. He wants to walk out as the world champion. He wants to unify the titles, but the problem is if he's not careful, he's 34 now. We've just seen a 34-year-old taking on a 38-year-old. And I've got to be honest with you, it looked like it. It really did.
It did.
And
it did.
I just... You walk away, you are world champion. All right, you're not unified world champion. I'll take that, but you are a world champion. Because if you're not careful and you keep wanting that dream and you keep chasing that dream, you're going to end up in a position where you're just going to be embarrassed and put on your arse. And then to me, a boxer is only ever remembered for his last fight.
Yeah, of course he is.
So, if you're going to go in, let's say in a couple of years, so you're going to be 36 against Usyk, or next year 35. And I don't know. He looks a lot younger than you. It looks like on this performance, you would have to certainly, go into the gym. But you are going to, oh my God. Just seen Kate's comment. Settle down. But I just see him being put on his arse.
I'll take that, Kate. I didn't realise you'd put that.
Right then. It's been nice seeing you, Dan. All the best, mate.
Yeah. I didn't think Christmas were for another 24 to 21 days.
Well, I must admit, I did go out and buy my Premature Ejaculation Society Advent calendar. I have just opened the 25th of December. Oh dear. Kate says, Anthony says, Kate, my missus just said the same to me. I hope Chris goes on for another hour. All I'll say, Anthony, possibly one word, 2 words to you. Femme fresh. I hope you went and bought some. Well, wasn't the best. Like I say, it wasn't the best boxing I have witnessed. I'm not a huge boxing. I like the heavyweights. I'm going to be honest with you. That's just, after that, I'm not into all these different weights, and I think they should just have one title, not these sort of half a dozen titles. Anybody could be a world champion, but fair play to Chisora for stepping in. Fair play to Tyson. He won it. He's got a bit more money. Buy another caravan. Sell a bit more lucky. Buy a bit more lucky heather in. But surely, that he's got to step down. Looking at that Tyson Fury, like I say, do you remember wee balls wobble but they don't fall down?
I do indeed.
Yeah, I think that's what I just witnessed there. I'm going to have to
That's the
let
only
you go
thing.
because I don't want to keep a man away from a promise. But
It's all right. Kate's point of comment. To be fair, Chris, I'll hold my hands up. It was me who wrote it from Kate's phone while she was out getting the washing from the washing machine.
You shouldn't have said that. You should have told me tomorrow.
No, she's definitely typing a ranty message into the chat. I think.
Oh, she's going to be so disappointed when I don't put it up. Or she said that to you a few times.
Too many times.
Oh, naughty Dan, but a classic. Well done, Daniel. Well done. Oh, God.
I'd love to see. I do need to see what she says, though, Chris, because she has been. She was tapping furiously.
Well, she still is. Let's wait. It's going to be an exciting moment.
Oh, behave.
Let's talk boxing while she's typing. Is this the end of him?
I wouldn't ruin my legacy. I'd call it a day.
Yeah,
I would call it a day.
You don't want to be remembered as a has-been, do you?
No, just you're at the pinnacle of your career. Call it a day where you are, and that's it. Don't belittle yourself just for the fact of another payday. You've come out numerous times and said, I don't need money. I don't need money. I'm happy living in my little house in Morecambe, and doing what I need to do. See what I mean, Chris? Even I thought she'd go, you know what, okay, fair enough, you've got a point, but no, I get called a fucking minger.
And she got her head in the dryer. I thought it's usually washing machines with women. But
yeah,
anyway.
Were you stuck? Funnily enough, I lost a pound coin in there earlier. Keep looking.
Oh, God, I put my head in the oven earlier and forgot it was electric. Anyway. And I couldn't afford to kill myself. A question here. We do not recommend that, children, by the way. A question here. Does a prime Tyson Fury beat Mike Tyson in his prime? It's a good question. Nas says absolutely not.
No, I wouldn't say so as well. I think the punch of Mike Tyson, and I'm not taking anything away from Tyson Fury, but I think the punch and the tenacity of Mike Tyson just was something else. It's a little bit like going back to that interview. I think it was on the old Des O'Connor show, if I'm not mistaken, between Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson. and they said, "Do you think you two will ever, do you think that
Parkinson wasn't
it might have been Parkinson? Yeah. Either way, he said, "Nah, I would never class myself in the Muhammad Ali category. I could never do or achieve what he has done."
No.
And I think it would be a similar situation to that now.
I think it's one of those questions, as Ray said here. Anthony, good night, mate. Hope you have a good one. I hope you got the Femme Fresh handy. Ray says there, impossible to tell. It's one of those. Yeah. It's like,
who knows? We may get the old exhibition fight between the two of them just for a little payday.
But it's like saying, and our thoughts are with Pele and his family now.
Yeah.
But it's like saying who is better, Pele, or Messi. It's different eras. You can't. I'd probably say, I don't know. He was such a short ass, Tyson, wasn't he? And he's got the height and the reach, Fury, but he was just a street fighter.
It's like you said as well in regards to football. Pele at that time probably was. If Pele played in today's game at his peak and in his 20s, we'd have still been saying, yeah, decent player. But because at that time of when he was knocking a ball about, to see that tenacity, that flair, that drive as a footballer, you'd have gone, wow, like, where's this come from?
Yes.
We see all you have to do is look at Manchester City's first team 11 and think they're all going to just, they're all world beaters.
Mm.
So, the difference in football back then to the difference in football now, again, it's another comparison. The game changes, the sport changes.
Yeah.
I don't think you can put them both in the same category.
No. Mike Tyson would have to take a stepladder into the ring with him, wouldn't he? No, not that I think Sepp Blatter is a very good boxer, but...
I was going to say ear.
See what I did there?
I did see what you did there. I was going to say ear, but there's only one ear.
Anyway, I knew a guy once that had 3 ears. He was a Star Trek fan. He had his right ear, his left ear, and a final front ear. Right, sir. On that note,
poor showing.
You keep come on.
Chris, that showing was up there with tonight's boxing. That was poor.
Young man, we're all going to be jealous tonight because we know what you're going to be doing. We know what you're doing.
Yeah, crying when she says no.
Guys, thank you to everybody in the chat. Naz says Jack Dempsey. I'm going back a little bit there, Naz. A better comparison would be Lewis versus Fury. Do you know what? I reckon Lewis might get that,
I
think he would. I think he was a better technical fighter.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I just whether in today's boxing he would, I don't know.
Another comment here that's worth the EastEnders drum.
I love how she's concerned now. But like not long after having it snipped, she was all like, for help it pain go away. Or inflicting more.
I just think it is her duty to help you recover from that.
Exactly. What is wrong, Katie, with us? We're not saying that we want, full frontier, as Chris said earlier. We're not after that. But a testicular massage wouldn't go amiss, love.
Talking of which, I need a cup of tea. Right. I wasn't sure you were going to get that.
I did.
Naz, thank you so much.
Take it easy, Naz.
Yeah,
Take it easy, everyone in the chat.
Going down the same route as I was with there. Nate says, thanks for another fun show. Ash, thank you for popping in as well. Kate's still going on. So she didn't do the injury. It's not her fault. Ray at the end. Nippon earlier. I think Colonel was in. I always think of popcorn when I see you pop up. Scott was in. Thank you very much, Scott. as indeed was John Wayne earlier on, and that's, of course, as Dan said. What did you say earlier about John Wayne?
I'm walking like him.
Yes, indeed, you will. And if you're not now, you will be when Kate's finished with you.
Oh,
Mate,
I will be tomorrow.
Thank you very much. Just tell everybody, like I say, you are a regular mod on this channel. You are on this channel much too often, but it's not. You are. Tell people where your details are as a modder, always in the chat below. On even when you're not here, I can't get rid of you. You're in there, but tell people where they can find you.
Yeah, I am not just a modder. I am also a fodder. When it comes to the relationship or YouTube, I'm just shit on the. I'm just a stain on the community of life. That said, if you want to also join me or become a fly around the shit, then please do subscribe to Turf Morehouse TV. Also follow us on other platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch.
OnlyFans.
I know. Can you believe how much it cost me to get Derek Chisora to wear me OnlyFans
I was
tag
going to say,
tonight?
look, come on. If somebody like that can carry that off, then you surely can. Brilliant, mate. We will talk soon. Thank you so much for.
I'm surprised it was Derek Chisora. When I saw the price to get a sponsorship, I thought it was going to be Derek Akora, but no. You know what?
On that note, we will say goodbye. Take care, buddy.
Take care. Thanks for having me, Chris.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Yeah,
thanks to Diddy Dan there. Kate is asking Anthony for a magic rub. Ooh, don't know where that's going. I think that was probably in a reply to one of Anthony's earlier comments. Naz, I am not live tomorrow lunchtime. I'm having some family time with my daughter. I am back for England tomorrow night at 6:30. Can they beat Senegal? I am that confident that I actually booked next week away when the quarterfinals are. So 6:30 tomorrow, Naz. I will see you. Thank you for watching. It's been a little bit different. Let's just see what my mate Tyson's got to say.
You are watching Leicester Till I Die TV with Chris and Chums. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. It's Leicester Till I Die TV.
It is. See you tomorrow, 6:30. Take care. Have a good Saturday night. Good night.
Thank you for watching. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
That's all, folks.
Thanks for watching Leicester Till I Die. This is Chris saying goodbye and see you next time.
Thanks for watching. These videos are tremendous. You better like them too, or I'll be back.
Leicester Till I Die.